My wife was anyhow when I met her. Wore shapeless clothes, Paul Enenche. And why are you telling your church this? Why are you telling your church about your wife's past? She wore shapeless clothes. But you loved her like that. You saw her like that and you loved her. And you helped her to change her dressing style. Abi, that's what you want to preach. Why are you bringing it to your church? Oh, I don't know. These pastors, there is anything to preach. It is founder of Dunamis International Gospel Center. Is this center or church? Or is this center they call it? Oh, wow. Paul Enenche has stated that he was led by faith and not physical attraction when he chose his wife, Becky Enenche. According to the clergyman, he decided to marry his wife despite her unpolished appearance when they met. Unpolished. What do you mean by unpolished? So you were so polished, Abby. You were more polished than her, that you think that, it is not because of her physical look that made you attracted to her. It was fate. So, speaking via a viral video, he described Becky, then a medical student, as carefree in her appearance, with permanently plaited hair and shapeless clothing like A-line skirts and jump-up sleeves. And what is wrong with A-line skirts? Nobody said they wear those days. The sight was leading me. I wouldn't marry my wife. I told my children the other day, and they were all laughing. And she told them herself why, because at that time, she never cared for nothing. A medical student, a serious one at that. Don't be the one who's doing it again now. A medical student now, they are not learning anything now. God will help us in this country. By the time it gets to get to, we will not have doctors again in this country. And of course, at that time, it was a serious job. So why would she care about dressing? What thing concern her with dressing? They say she just was anyhow. She never cared for nothing. That is, medical student didn't care for anything. The hair was plaited permanently. She wore any dress available, shapeless. He said because she doesn't have time for that. You think medical school is a joke? It's not. Becky, present in the congregation, laughed and confirmed the statement. Well, pastors, they use a whole lot of example. They use their family a lot for example. They use their children for example. That is why some pastors' children are always complaining. Or you go and tell your pastor something. You go and meet him for counseling. The next day, they will use your matter as topic. You'll be like, hey God, pastors, they're always trying to give examples and all of that. I don't know in the context in which he was saying this. Probably trying to advise people that when they want to get married, don't just let the physical attraction to be the only thing that you will see about your wife. Also let the spirit to guide you. Don't pray about it. Be sure that this is the right person for me. Don't just say, she's beautiful, she has figure 8, she's tall. This is the kind of wife that I envisage for myself. Or probably she doesn't dress well. I cannot marry this kind of person. I cannot do this. Look, now they've gotten married and her dress style has changed. At least I'm very sure that she's not wearing clothes anyhow again. She's not dressing nonchalantly like she used to dress before. So probably he's trying to advise men in his church, women in his church, don't just go for physical attraction. Don't just say, she's fine, but go and pray about it. Some people are very fine, but their character, it is worse. So I guess that is the point of the conversation. Enenche contrasted her with flashy, yet spiritual individual around at the time, noting that God guided his decision. There were flashy people around, very, very flashy. They were also spiritual and flashy. But God led otherwise, he added. He advised his congregation. I know that he was just trying to preach to the congregation that appearances can be deceptive and that not everything appealing in the moment has a lasting value. Yes, so say not everything that looks good in the moment has a future, exactly. Some will just say, she's fine, she's this. See, she's so tall. She has big this thing. That's the kind of thing I want and blah, blah, blah. You now go and marry problem. So always seek the face of God when you are looking for a husband or a wife. Probably that is what he's trying to say. Eric Kide says, all these men should stop this old news. There are thousands of ladies brought from villages and hamlets by their husband who later became a word to their husbands. Marrying village-like lady doesn't mean would be respectful to her husband or true. He did not say the woman was a village woman, no. Mr. Eric, she was a medical doctor in training. So there's nothing local about her, or there's nothing village about her. She just doesn't have the time to take care of herself, or probably she doesn't like those kind of clothes as at that time. Wearing tight and skimpy clothes, or she just likes to be her A shape. She's always on the go. Because obviously they're going to wear, what's it called, lab coats and all of that. So she doesn't see the need to dress elegantly. So this is not a matter of village or whatever. Mr. Eric, you don't go too far. God Zuliko says, you people always have negative story to tell just to back up your evil biblical behavior. What is evil about? I don't understand. Evil biblical behavior. I don't get it. All of you. It is well. Ejolo Peter says, money changes any woman. Ajadobi says, she still does it, and it seems the daughter took up from her. They like it. They like to be comfortable. Leave them alone. Everybody with their own dress sense, their own dress style. But at least it's more sophisticated than what it would have been as at that time. So, anything that rocks their boat. You see, AJ says, I wonder how some men will boldly disrespect their partner in the name of preaching. I'm sure the wife, the partner, did not complain to him. In fact, they said she was laughing. She's a pastor's wife, and I'm sure that the message, the pastor must have told her that, I'm going to talk about you today. I'm going to say so thing about you in church today. And I'm sure she's okay with it. You need to see the video. The wife was laughing foolishly. She's not laughing foolishly. It's something probably that they joke about. Why you are? Some of you are so rigid though. People cannot play, you cannot joke. Any small thing will be frowning your face. The wife was laughing foolishly. How? Like it's a joke. Because it's a joke to them in their own house. When I married your mother, when I first saw your mother, and your mother was dressing like, there's nothing wrong with that. Bringing it to church, I don't know, but since the wife is okay with it, there is none of my business. Why the husband was talking down on her in public in the name of preaching. He's not talking down on her now. Is he talking down on her? I don't know. But it is well, anything that rocks their boat. Falashade Kola says, no wonder the daughter dresses anyhow today, all in the name of fashion. People should leave them alone. Falake Mioye says, she's a medical doctor. She might not be flashy then, but the brain is there, exactly, an asset, anytime, any day. That is what you saw then, sir, exactly. Exactly, it's not about dressing. I beg. Tizia, my listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.